This is Mohan Raghavan. In this video, we are going to do the packet filtering by using the command called iptables. In previous video, we have seen what is packet filtering and what are the different terminologies that we can understand from the packet filtering, such as like a chain, policy, and so on. So in this video, we are going to do some hands-on with the iptables command. We can do some hands-on like creating the rules for blocking the specific site, or creating the rule for just blocking all the HTTP sites, or retrieving all records for the viewing purpose, or changing the policy at chain level, or deleting specific rule, or exporting the rules through to the external file, or importing rules from the external file. Let's say we want to flush all the rules from the table, so that also we can do it. So these are the hands-on that we are going to do in this video. Let me clear my screen. So let's say you want to see all the records from that. So let's say I want to see all the records from the iptables. Here you can see we are going to use sudo because we want to use as a root user, and iptables is the command -l to see the list, -n to will be just to see in the numerical format, all the things will be numerical, and after that --- line number, so it will show with the line numbers as well. Just make entry and you can see it is defaulting to the filter table since we have not mentioned the table name, and it has three chains such as like input, forward, and output. By default, policy will be accept for all the three chains. Okay, so now let's say I want to block the facebook.com in my system. So for that I should be using the sudo iptables, and I am going to add the new rule for the output packets. In order to use the IP address, we will be getting the CIDR notation of the facebook.com. So in order to get the CIDR notation, we will be using the following commands, such as like host facebook.com, and you will be getting the IP address. By using the IP address, you can see the details about the entire detail about the facebook.com. So you can see all the details about the facebook.com, and after that we are interested only in the CIDR notation. I'm just copying that CIDR notation. So after getting these details, we will be just going to the iptables and making entry in the output chain under the filter table. If you don't mention the table name, by default it will be making entry in the filter table. Now sudo is the root access, iptables is the command, -a just stands for adding the rule, and which chain, so it will be the output chain, -p, so we are mentioning the protocol as well, so it will be TCP, -d, we are mentioning the destination IP address and CIDR notation. -j will be your action or target, so that will be the drop. So that means that whenever you are making the outgoing request, so those packets will be filtered based on the condition. In our case, the condition is nothing but our protocol will be TCP and the IP address will be 157.240.0.0/16. So if it matches this rule, those packets will be dropped. Now we have made the entry. Let's see the entries again. So you can see here under the output chain, you can see the rule that we have added just now. So now we will go to the facebook.com. Let me open entire new window so that we will not have any cache issues. Sometimes what happens is if you have the cache, so the cache will be shown in the output. Even though it is blocked, so you will be seeing the old output. So for that purpose, I am using the new incognito mode. Facebook.com, enter. Here you can see it will be keep on loading and it never reaches the facebook.com because we have made the firewall rule just to block the facebook.com. Now let's say I want to delete that particular record, so I can use the same command, but in case of A, I will be using the D. So -a stands for adding the rule, -d stands for deleting the rule. We will confirm one more time, so still it's not loading, that means that the request has been dropped. Now let's say I want to use that same command. Now let me see the tables again. Here you can see there are no rules. Now let me just stop it and refresh it again. Let me type facebook.com. Now you can see the page has been loaded. So this way you can block a specific site based on the IP address or based on the chains. And let's say we are going to create a rule just to block all the sites, HTTP sites. So HTTP sites, in the sense by default it will be having the port number 80. By mentioning the filter condition port number 80, we can drop all the HTTP requests. So in order to see this, we will first see a normal HTTP site. So now you don't have any issues to see this site, and it will be having the HTTP. Here you can see not secured. Even if you see here, you can see it again, not secure. So that means that it is a HTTP site. Okay, now we don't have any issues to access this, but let's make this rule so that we will block all the HTTP sites. Now again, sudo root access IP tables is the command -a just to add the rule, and we are adding in the output chain -p TCP and -t port, destination port. So this port number will be 80 for the HTTP sites, -j target, and drop will be the action. Make the entry and see the entry again. Yes, it has been added. And TCP destination port 80. Okay, fine. Now let me just go to the same site, copy this. To avoid the cache issues, I will be opening the new incognito mode. Copy paste and try it again. Here you can see we cannot reach this page because it is a HTTP site. Now let me just remove this rule again. Instead of just making 1 or 2 rules deleting, if you want to delete all the rows or all the entries, you can miss just -f. So that means that it will flush all the rules from the IP tables. Just enter. Here you can see all the rules has been removed. As soon as I remove the rule, you can see this page has been loaded again. So before using the IP tables -f, which is for flushing all the rules in the IP tables, make sure that you have the backup, or you are sure that your requirements is to delete all the rows from the IP tables. Otherwise you will be losing all the entries which you have in your tables. Better, I would suggest just to delete specific rule in case if you want to delete a single row or 2 or 3 rows. Okay, now we have seen how to make the rules under the different chains, but I want to change the policy itself. So that means that I want to change the policy so that it will be applicable for all the packets which does not match any of the rules. So when will you go for the policy? Let's say you know which are the IP addresses are required to access. So in that case, you will be mentioning all those IP addresses or the conditions under the rules which will be having the target as accept. But default policy will be drop. So that means that you know sure about what are the IP addresses or what are the conditions to be met only to access the particular packets. So in that case, you will be changing the policy based on the drop. But let's say you know all the time it should accept, but you know which are the conditions to be avoided, or which are the IP addresses or which are the missions to be avoided. So in that case, you will be making the chain rules with drop condition, but policy will be accept. So that means that by default everything will be accepted, but any of the blocking rule has been met, so those packets will be dropped. For example, I want to just make all the packets to be dropped. Here you can see sudo IP tables -t filter. So here I am very specific because I am changing the policy, right? So just mentioning the table name. If you want to make changes for other tables also, you can mention -t nat or raw. So in our case, most of the time we are going to work with filter table. So I am mentioning explicitly -t filter -p. So this caps P stands for the policy and policy of the input chain in the filter table, and I am going to change as a drop. In the top you can clearly see, so the policy is currently now accept. Now after executing this command, so if you see again, it will be the drop. So now whichever the site you want to access, the incoming packets will be just dropped. For example, let's say I'm going to open, or let's say speed test. Even Google will not work because you are dropping all the packets, incoming packets. So if you want to make only Google to be accessed, so that time you will be making the rule under the chain, input chain, with the accept. So that means that you are sure about the list of things which has to be accepted. Okay, fine. Now let me flush all the rules. But now if you flush the rules, it does not make any sense, because it is not based on the rules, it is based on your policy. So in order to revert the changes, you need to change the policy only, there is no other way. So for that purpose, I am just using the same command, but in this time it will be accept. Let me clear my screen. So sudo IP tables -t filter table, and I am going to change the policy for the input chain with the accept value. Now you can see the policy also has been changed. Now if you go here, you can see the output result, speed test. Now deleting specific rule we have seen already, so you can delete the any specific rule. But let's say I want to delete at the line number way. So which means that let me add some rule again. So let's say paste it, and now we will be seeing the all the rules again. Here you can see it has the line number 1. So now let me add one more rule. So bus just changing the accept. Now you can clearly see here there are two rules. So this is where you will understand why it is called chain. Why? Because let's say you are going to the output packets. In output packets, it will check the first rule, which is to drop. Since it dropped, then it will complete the chain and it will come out. But let's say if you have the accept, it has to be in the top. Otherwise, the first chain completes or the first chain has met the matching criteria, then it will stop there itself, it will come out. If does not match, it will go to the next chain. So that's the reason the placing of the rules also matters a lot. Since we have made this one, so let me check this Facebook dot again, facebook.com. So here you can clearly see it does not reach. Why? Because we have the drop rule at the top one. So that's the reason it is dropping the packets. Since it's matching the rule, it will come out. Even though you have the accept for the same Facebook site, it will not care about that one. Why? Because it is in the second position. So now let's say I want to delete at the line number level. So that means that I am going to give the input from the line number level. So for that purpose, just let's see. Now again we will understand here sudo root access IP tables is the command, -d is the delete, and output chain. So output chain, okay fine. So which chain, output chain, okay fine. Which table it will be filter in case if you don't mention the table name explicitly. Then row number we are giving, so 1 is the row number. That means that we are going to delete only at the row number 1. Let me this change and let me see again. You can see here. So now the second rule came to the first position. The same way you can insert the rules as well. So that means that let's say if you want to make or override all the changes, it should be in the top position. Otherwise it will be ignored, like we discussed earlier. Now let me make some changes here again. So output accept is there, and let me add the drop as well. Let me use accept and drop, both are there. So now we have two rules under the filter table. Now I want to export this to the external file. So it will be very easy. We are going to use one more command, but it will be very easy to understand because it is the very conventional way or very intuitive. Let's see. Let me clear my screen. IP tables is the frequent command that we are using, but in this case you will be using IP tables -save and output arrow symbol, or let's say output director. So that will be directing your records to the backup file. So just make entry here and ls command to see the backup file. So you can see rules backup.txt. So nano rules backup.txt. Here you can see the rules condition. So it has the filter table and the input chain with the default policy accept, and forward also accept. It does not have any rules, and output forward policy, it is the accept policy, and after that we will be having two rules. So in order to import these rules, you are going to add it, right? So that's the reason they have mentioned -a, and the output is the chain, and -d, simply it will be the same command that we will be using in the command line, and after that you are going to commit. So these are the different filters or different rules that has been just exported to the external file. Control X, now we can see. Now let me flash all the rules here. -f, and now you can see the rules in the table. You can see entirely it is flashed, so that means that there are no rules. Now I want to use the external files just to retrieve. So here instead of save you can just type restore, and instead of this output symbol you can just mention the input symbol, and simple just make entry, and you can see the tables. Now it will be having the entry here. So this way you can use these rules as external file for a backup purpose, or you can share the rules to the other system or other system admin people. So in this way we have understood how to use the IP tables for the different actions, such as like making a entry or making a policy change or deleting the specific rule based on the actual rule criteria or based on the row number, or we can export the files. And we have seen how to block based on the port number, or how to block based on the specific site. But directly, rather than mentioning the site name, we will be using the CADR notation in our example. So these are the some hands-on that you can do with the IP table. So it will be very useful just to make the firewall rules in handy. So thanks for watching and have a great day.